Blessings, everybody. My name is Avery. My divinity into yours. And welcome to Seldom Dream. Stickered up a new deck, folks. Ta-da! So, in order to avoid the issue of censorship on a very beloved deck, I placed stickers on it. So, this deck is based off of the Thoth Tarot. It's called Thoth Tarot. It's called the Millennium Thoth Tarot. And I have a personal virtue that this is the Thoth Tarot. Okay. I cannot, in my right mind, put stickers on this deck. I cannot put stickers on this deck. It would simply break my heart to even touch the art. So I love the deck. It's my favorite deck. I've been using the Rider-Waite because that's what I could stomach drawing on. And Yep, no, not getting flagged for nudity on this deck, folks. We're being super sure it's not going to happen. Even times when it's arguably not nudity, I went ahead and I covered it up. I really had to use a lot of heart stickers on this one. Really had to be sure that the devil didn't, because all the people hanging out in the let's just call it snow globes. All right, had to cover them up. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun getting this deck ready because I really prefer the Thoth Tarot tradition. It's much more my vibe, much more what I'd rather be reading from. I've been working really hard on trying to find a solution for not using this deck anymore, the Thoth Tarot. And it has been really difficult for me to not be using this deck. It's what I built the channel off of. I even have a membership section where I have a guy teaching you how to read the Thoth Tarot. And what has changed is the algorithm has added an AI censor that out of context, they'll just be like, oh, that looks like a pair of breasts. I'm going to censor this video because it's displaying nudity. Now, in YouTube's policy, you're allowed to have medieval art. And however, though, the algorithm though struggles to be like, oh, this is medieval art, or is this nudity for arousal purposes. And so the algorithm definitely has an issue with it. It has been happening to a lot of tarot readers. But here's another great example of just, I even, I used AI, chatbots to check without the censoring on this. Like, is this safe? They're like, yeah, it's safe. It should be good. but because I just don't trust the algorithm, I went ahead and like, we need a some extra cover up on that card. So getting back into using the style of decks I actually like, coming to terms with the sacrifice that means I gotta, but funny enough, these characters, dude, these dudes are like practically nude right here. But just because, to be blunt about it, his privates are just not showing. So it's not nudity. But God forbid you get like, a nipple slip through something like here. It's like completely covered up, but the nipple might be showing through, so we gotta cover it. So we gotta cover it, right? Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Use your science and use your skill. Use your application of knowledge to get ahead. It's all very possible. It's all very possible, folks. My divinity into yours. Thank you so much for coming through. It's been a day. It's been a day, folks. I buzzed my head. The hair's gone. It's time. The time has come to buzz the head. I have not, I've been contemplating like this hair that I have is wearing all this stress and I got to get rid of the stress. And what blows my mind more is now my hats fit better. I thought they were going to fit worse. And now they fit better. It's an incredible thing. Absolutely love it. So let's get some tarot in. Appreciate the comments, Nicole. Thank you so much. Welcome, Kevin. God's be praised to everybody here. Excited to be using a deck that I genuinely care about. When the update came through, I was the one of the biggest ragers about it. I just could not get over the fact that I couldn't use the decks I like to use anymore. So out of rage, I just went like over the top censoring this deck. So it's like, all right, I'm going to make them all look like the Michelin Man if that's how they're going to be. Like everyone's going to be covered up to like an extreme level of modesty just to spite the YouTube people. And just like it took some time to simmer down from that. It took some time. I'm passionate about my work and I've built my work around this school of thought. And the human body is not unsacred. It's actually very sacred. It's religious, actually. It's the whole root of your existence. So the whole censoring of medieval art, the censoring of tarot decks really, really set me off. And it took some time to really be like, all right, Avery, the tools are not what's important. It's the message is important, and getting down to creative solutions. Ultimately, there are alternatives like the deck I'm using right here, an amazing re-addition to the Thoth Tarot called the Millennium Tarot. Don't feel like I'm going to get hit with a curse for if I stickered up the classic Thoth Tarot. I swear to be inviting like bad spirits into my life. But I feel because this is not the official, I'm saved from a type of never ending doom. You know what? I did not leave adequate instructions for how to get a reading or how to make a donation. Here, I'm going to share them right here, folks. You could go to hipsy.com/seldomdreams or just follow the instructions that I'm about to post right here. All right, yeah, just follow those instructions. Let me pin them. I'll be doing a reading, though, for the whole collective to start. Lots of ways to donate. Make a donation of any amount, and it gets you a reading. Now, I was really eating those words the other day. I started cross streaming to also Facebook because, believe it or not, there are weirdly a lot of people who still use Facebook for this type of stuff. And on Facebook, they have this thing called stars. And when people donate stars, like, oh, I just donated 50 stars. That's a donation. And like 50 stars is like a 100th of a cent. It's like it's all right. I did, So like, all right, I'll draw a card, but that is now the only exclusion. Stars are probably worse than video game currencies as far as their value. You'd be better off if you sent me bags of dirt. For absolutely everybody here, I see a three of swords. The Three of Swords is showing that there's sadness, sorrow. There's a significant level of pain within your life. And so Spirit is trying to help you rid yourself of those bad circumstances. Next, I see the Five of Cups, disappointment. Feeling stuck on something. Feeling disappointed, feeling too sad. Prince of Discs, striving towards new opportunity and innovation. Believe in yourself, your gifts, and your ability. Believe in your vision, where it is that you are striving and where you're going. In order to get ahead, you need to let go of what no longer serves you. There's this disappointment, there's this sadness hanging above you. The solution is to let go of the past so that your hot air balloon can take off. And it's time to follow the star. Give everything to your destiny. Truly embrace your destiny, to see it through for what it is, and to step into that essence and that being of becoming. Spirit is helping you to align with one star in sight and one absolute truth. Believe in your vision and where you're going. Right now, the only way to get what you want out of life is to pour everything into your dreams and your goals. My divinity into yours, everybody. To start off, we have a reading for Natalie. Thank you for your donation. What's written in the stars after my last love connection? Natalie wants to know what is aligned for them after their previous love connection. What is the new thing coming through? If at all, we shall see. See the Queen of Pentacles. You refusing to budge for anyone, meaning they have to be willing to meet you in your world, in your universe. You're entering a period of your life where you're going to be extremely picky. They either fit in your paradise or you don't. You're very happily leaving behind an old paradigm, a world that no longer serves you, and you're stepping into something that has a lot more abundance. You're going to be doing a lot of introspection and self analysis now, Natalie. You're going to be going within to truly assess something's worth and to see if it's something that you want to continue to go on with the same type of path. Really trying to find what your inward needs are and being sure those things get addressed in your next steps. Because there are some things that were glaring in the previous chapter that were just not getting met. And so Spirit is calling you to release, to reassess what you're looking for. So you don't just attract the same situation all over again. You don't want to energetically attract the same person because that's where you're at. Spirit will do that. Blessings to you, my friend. I hope this has served you well. I hope this has served you well. My divinity and yours, everybody. So yeah, it's another day. Release to receive means lots of things. Release to receive can often be energetic. Release to receive can be emotional. It can sometimes be physical. Sometimes people insist that things have to go a certain way, that things have to happen in this type of way or else. And that creates such a limit on the framework in which the universe is able to work, on how it is able to present things for you. Spirit wants you to not focus on the image and be too attached to the image. It wants you to be able to get in tune with the idea, the feeling, the imagination. And the difference with the image is very set in stone. It's very concrete. It says, this is what I need it to look like. This is what I need it to be. But however, when you're matching something towards feeling, feeling can manifest in the flesh in so many ways, but it will be what you have asked for. It will be true. So that is a standard you should be looking for in your life. Truly, you need to learn to close your eyes to see. That if you keep two eyes open, you're blinded by reality. And reality is actually more deceptive. People have the imagination that the sunlit world is where truth is. And it is not. Kevin, yes, I received your Cash App. Thank you so much. God's be praised to you, my friend. We're now reading Kevin. We're going to be doing a silver reading for Kevin. Thank you so much for your generosity. You are appreciated. I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you. Let's see what comes through. Honey Sugar, I just can't. I laugh at your new name so much. I just can't handle it. What's good? Always good to see you. I'm going to do a 10 card Celtic cross and Oracle for Kevin. Two cards for your present situation. Kevin, you are in a place where you have options, you have abundance. The world is trying to show you so many different ways and so many different feelings. You are being confronted with a lot of different spectrums of life that you have enjoyed, and you are being called to ultimately have a choice, have a decision. Spirit is calling you to commit wholeheartedly. If you chase two rabbits, let alone three, you will lose them both. You will lose them all. Spirit is trying to call you to be decisive and to be able to make a choice as above, the energies that are influencing your thoughts and your mind. I see the charioteer. You want to be able to manifest something absolute and true. You don't want to just have a foot in here, a foot in there. You want to be fully immersed in something. So, Spirit is calling you to envision your grail, to feel your grail, and allow yourself to be pulled towards it. The energy of the far past, I see the Prince of Cups. Spirit is calling you to focus on what it is that you truly want, what you're dreaming for, and allow yourself to be pulled forward with that. In the far past, you were ready to take a serious leap of faith to find new joy and happiness. And you found a new way of interacting and working in a new environment. You found that what you went out to find, you were a perfect fit for. And it has helped you to step into your power. It then presented you with this option, this choice. You reinvented yourself. And if you're really going to go forward with that life, you're going to go forward with that life. And so there's the decision that has to be made. Spirit is saying there's the decision that has to be made. So you've been put with that ultimatum, you've been put with that need for change. Now, your outlook towards the future, I see the devil, obsession, relentlessness, turning lead into determination, into brick, into clay to build. Obsession. There's something that once you commit to it, you're going to feel like you are obsessed with it. Actions towards the future, the Queen of Wands, holding authority, power, being the center of attention, being the center of energy. The energy that's within the mind, I see the Ten of Wands, oppression, feeling stuck, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you are really limited because of the circumstances that are in front of you. The energy within your heart, I see the sun, truth. You have found something wholeheartedly. You know in your heart that this is what you want, this is what you believe in, and this is the life that you want to be living. The final outcome, the karma, the destiny of your reading, I see the Three of Swords, sorrow. There's pain in your life. The final outcome of the reading is pointing to the fact that you have to address the misery. That for something to be right, for something to be true in your life, Kevin, it means something else is not. And it means that there's something that you're going to have to sacrifice for the sake of light, for the sake of truth. You have realized that there are complications with choosing that desired reality that you are after, that you have to make that ultimatum, you have to make that decision, that you have stepped into this new identity, this new set of power, and you want to be able to immerse yourself. You know it to be true, and you're ready for the world to build around you, but you recognize the sacrifices that come with that, Kevin. I'm now going to draw for you one oracle card. advice from spirit, from the universe. What do you need to hear right now? Blessings, friends. Make a donation of any amount to get your cards read today. I see temptation. Temptation is trying to sway you away from your path. It's trying to unnerve you, corrupt you, set your life into limbo, set it into disarray. Spirit is showing you that there are things that are trying to thwart you. They're trying to undermine you. They're trying to confuse you. Spirit is trying to help you be able to step into your strength, step into your essence and your newness. I see that love begins. Here's this new connection and feeling for love. Here's this new opportunity to allow authenticity to come into your life. And Spirit is saying there's going to be something sent your way at the last moment to try to throw you off your path, to try to corrupt you, deceive you, and drain you of your life force. But know in your heart what you know to be true, and it's going to be coming through. My divinity, it's yours, my friend. Thank you so much for your donation and for coming through. I hope this reading has served you well. My divinity, it's yours, friends. I'm trying to, it's funny because I've been live streaming for years, and I've never, ever, ever have taken the time to clean out like the hidden users list. And oh my god, I've got like hundreds. I've got hundreds, and I'm like, there's some things that I'm like, I want to see if like because some of them are like bots that I've used to help moderate and like to just get rid of them out of frustration, just muting them. But I'm like, I'm having to like sort through so many people that have blocked on the channel for whatever the reason. Most of these people, I have no idea even why. A lot of them will like change their name too, so it's not even like the original name. I wonder if now all these people are all of a sudden going to come back and just organize against me. The evil coming to thwart me yet again. Blessings, everybody. Thank you for coming through. Hello, Crystal. Hello, Serena. If friends, you'd like to get your cards read, follow the instructions in the pin post. You can go to hipsy.com/seldomdreams or make a donation of any amount. And I'm happy to be reading for you. Maybe you have to go to the live stream settings. Trying to figure out how do I free my bots? How do I get them back? Dear bots, we forgive you for being annoying. Please come back so we can leverage you for your importance. How do you write an I'm sorry letter to a bot that you've banned on your channel and convince them to come back to your service? It's a difficult task. It's hard to win them over. They're quite stubborn. All right, I guess it's something I'm going to figure out for another day. Not going to get too lost in it. Gods be praised to Crystal. Thank you so much for coming through. Spirit messages, please. Absolutely, friend. Thank you. We'll be reading for Crystal. Let's see what comes through for Crystal. Where you stand is adjustments. Pivot. Move to the new direction. The wind is blowing against your sails in an unfavorable trend. Rather than fight the wind, pivot your sails accordingly. The energy around you, I see the Hierophant. Spirit is giving you warnings ahead of time of how something's going to go. It's helping you to have a good eye to be able to navigate something, to be able to see it coming. Spirit is helping you to prepare ahead of time so that you can capitalize off of sudden motions and movements. Next, I see lust, hunger, determination, being ready to do whatever it is that it takes to be able to get towards your dream, towards your goal, a hunger and a burning desire. Spirit is helping you to pivot towards something that really gets you into your vibe, into your moment. At the bottom of the deck, you're motivated by the Princess of Cups. You have a dream and a desire that you're not just after, you're craving. And you want it more than anything. And so, Spirit is helping you to be able to see ahead, know how you need to pivot to prepare for it, do the work ahead of time so that when it's time to receive, you're able to just receive. Blessings, Crystal. I hope this reading has served you well. Thank you so much for coming through. If you're just joining us, friends, make a donation of any amount. And I'm happy to read your cards. Crystal, I'm happy perfection was delivered. It's what I strive for. For absolutely everybody here, I see the Aeon. Here's a new portal, a new reality emerging. You're being called to enter into the void, to see how far you can swim within it. Spirit wants to see you arise on the other side, wants to see you evolve and transcend. It requires you walking away from what no longer serves you, recognizing that things do not hold up to themselves. Now, next, I see the Eight of Wands, swiftness, something happening very quickly. Spirit is telling you to pay attention to the speed and the momentum of things at this time. Have faith and believe that things can happen suddenly, they can happen quickly. Just allow them to. Next, I see the Nine of Cups, happiness, fulfillment. Spirit is helping you to be able to feel this everlasting feeling of joy. It's helping you to become more in tune. Blessings to you, wish right now. Message from the divine and for your divine masculine. Reading for wish right now. First card that has come up is the Devil card for obsession, relentlessness. Do absolutely everything and anything to be sure that you're able to get your way. Wish right now there's someone who is absolutely obsessed, heads over heels, They're ready to take new steps towards you. They feel the excitement, they feel the rush, and they want to connect. To the Eight of Swords, blockages, delays. Spirit is showing you that right now you are struggling to be able to get ahead and to move forward with certain projects in your life. You are feeling the energies that are leading you to feeling stuck. You are now learning how to see that there's something in this connection that wants to connect, but there seems to be some sort of boundary that is an issue, or a commitment issue, or a third party who is just in the way of this being able to grow into a new fruition. But however, this is someone who definitely wants to take steps of love towards you, but they see the weight of the decision for what it is. Blessings to you, Wish, right now. I hope that has served you well. Thank you so much to everybody who's tuned in, who's come through to hang out. I'm going to give you a blast from the past, some good energy to simmer and to download with.
Thank you for joining me today at the Poet's Corner as we are visiting why you are already blessed and there is nothing to worry about. There is nothing to fear. Your blessings are coming through. Everything you've ever desired, everything you've ever wanted is on its way. The reason why you have wanted it and the reason you have desired it is because an essence of it was already within you. In the five-dimensional world, you are already laid out as already happening, already existed, already perfected, and already exalted. That the true unfoldment of blessings is exactly so. It's an unfolding because it already exists packaged somewhere within the astral database of the universe. In order to find the experiences you are looking for, you are looking to unlock your blessings. It requires you to recognize that first, all of this is energetic. It is all energetic and it is all perception. And what this means is the way that you feel and the way that you view things is what allows all things in this world to unfold. That the highest version of yourself is prepared in the astrals, ready to be unlocked in itself to receive all your blessings. All you simply need to do to return and receive all of that is to begin to realize what the awakening process really is and what life really is. That there's a direct correspondence with all thought and the materialization of life. That the way that you feel gives a direct correspondence to your experiences. That there's no such thing as luck. There's no such thing as bad luck. That it is all just simply a matter of methodology. And it's all a matter of energetic practice. That the highest version of yourself already exists. You are already therefore blessed. All you need to do is not look outside of yourself, but simply realize, remember, for all these things to come flooding back into your life. Spirit in the universe is looking to help align you with your highest blessings because this aligns the whole world on its highest timeline. It has incentive just as much as you have to align with these great forces. So to collaborate with the universe in facilitating these functions is going to be essential into continuing to receive your blessings because blessings are encoded in responsibility. All of your blessings are received as the universe has decided that you are ready to receive them without faltering, without failure, without dropping the ball. The best opportunities of your life, if you receive them too early, you would have dropped the ball. Be it the best partner, be it the best job, the best connection, the best place to live. All these things come through to you as divinity has properly aligned it to be. That each and every phase of your life is a cultivation and development to the next level. That you are not just simply limited to the thoughts trapped within your mind, but these are things that are interconnected with the elastic band of the universe, constantly expanding with the awe. Understand that as you are navigating these realizations, as you are pushing through, upgrading through these systems, everyone around you does. There's no need to coach your siblings, your partner, your caregivers, your community on how to hold and carry themselves. The only thing you need to do is Hold your own example. Set your own bar. Be your own person and be your own exaltation. Because the written energy of that is the language that speaks eternal truth. It speaks beyond English. It speaks beyond any spoken or written language. It is resonance. It is resonation. The ability to feel and to know what is in front of you through its exact distinction within something already embodied within the soul. Be prepared to remember. Be prepared to receive all the divinity for you. You are a perfectly created creation of God. You are a perfectly created divine example of enlightenment, unfolding. You are here for a marvelous reason, and that is to remember. That is to become eventually detached from material limitation and to be exalted into transformative, creative instinct with no bounds. Earth is exactly that. It is a training ground to become gods. Realizing and remembering your divinity is essential in this craft and in this work. The main ways that we are going to continue to emphasize through this spoken meditation of divinity is the importance of remembrance and the importance of responsibility. That blessings only come through for those who assume responsibility. That the least blessed people of this world think of themselves only. They think of themselves first. They do not realize the traps they are setting in trying to plan ahead and take advantage of others, because the universe observes all. Everything is written in the book of life. All feelings, all expressions, all energies, and all actions. All these things are written and recorded in the book of life and are not held against people in some forever after. That heaven and hell are states of consciousness. As states of consciousness, they reside here on earth because you are eternal. You're part of that eternal spirit. You are part of that eternal experience. And so through this exalted eternal experience, you're beginning to enlighten others through your presence, because it is your presence that carries the divinity. It is not your words. It is not your clothes. It is not the mesmerization. It is not your titles. It is the evolution of your being into multidimensional light. The capability of humanity to be able to extend itself beyond just the limitation of its hands, but also to begin to have that experience with all the life around it. Life is constantly speaking resonance. Life is constantly speaking to us at all times in its many languages and its many forms. That the truly blessed is one who has the ears to understand all tongues, regardless of the sense of knowing, but the heart of knowing. That the heart is the greatest commander. That there are those who have sought to control humanity, those who have sought to suppress humanity, keep it underneath a microscope, to try to extract from it its powers and evolve itself thoroughly. It has been looking desperately for something within the human condition to be able to save its race, save its experience. There is something not of here. It didn't come from outer space. It came from inner space. And it is seeking to hijack the human experience to lead it away from its destined place. But I promise you, they are looking in the wrong places, because this is the right control center. If you learn to use the right control center, I promise for you, your blessings are going to be insurmountable. They will be unrivaled. Your level, your quality of experience is going to be heightened. It's going to be many worlds over. Trust that Spirit has prepared for you this very exact message so that you could begin to write with light. You could begin to encode. You can speak and live the language of the gods, because the divinity already is glowing around you. I can feel it in you, and that is why it has brought you here today. That you wouldn't be here today, you wouldn't have made it this far along in the message if there weren't already angels and spirits around you watching this message with you, that are cheering you on, say, hey, check this out, he's got maybe a point or two. Remember that we are all blessed, that we're all here to dance and to remember within the kingdom, that the only thing that has changed in the so-called garden is our perception of it. And as you have eaten the fruit not of forbidden knowledge, but of enlightenment, you have come to find that this is your world of creation. This is your sandbox. You are now freed from the sweat of your brow. You are now freed from the labor and toil. You are freed from the weight of gravity. You are exalted. You are weightless. You are levitating. You are eternal. You are immortal. You are divine light in world form, so that you can learn to build universes upon yourself. This is just a university. This is just a training ground. If you're able to take the lessons, they are the things that come with you. None of this stuff does. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if in the next life the grass is purple and the sky is orange. That there are no things that we can hold to certainty, but the only things that we can hold is the things that we feel. The only things that we truly know in this world is how we feel. Nothing else is known to be true. And it is the only torch that is carried with you through the eternal halls. It is the only thing written in the darkness beyond the stars that is going to put humanity into that centerpiece of the map of the universal orbit. that we are on this quest, don't you see, to not just find our own transcendence, but to build a kingdom of this world, to build a kingdom of this universe, and of our undying nature, of our perpetual hatching ways. The Orpheus egg has no limits to the layers that it expands, and allow that serpentine line energy to coil up within you, and know that the grand magician of the Most High, of the most outer order, is here to praise you, celebrate you, to know that there are agents who have been sent forward to be sure that your mission is orchestrated. Know that truth is through presence, truth is through divinity. There will be many people who seek to mock and hold the symbols and titles and seek to orchestrate them as they own, but they have no weight, they have no gravity, because it has no soul. You are brought here today because you have that soul. You have that spirit, you have that being. You are that exalted version of humanity, that rare particle that by most is seen as the mutation. But I'm here to promise you that you are truly blessed, that no real blessing comes without adversity, comes without overcoming a challenge and standing up and saying that something isn't right. That those who go with the wind are the most cursed, they are the most damned. Those who think that by staying silent they are saving themselves a favor have done not only themselves a curse, but one to all of humanity. That for you to be willing to stand up is to know your blessings and your wealth, your eternal vaults that are filled with diamonds and gold, sapphires and rubies, beautiful headdresses, silks. All these things laid out, prepared for you, waiting for you to come home. You have come into this world assuming the robes of your desires, and so they have manifested. There are people who seek to be kings of this world who are truly the most impoverished souls, and it wears in their energy. It wears in their being. It wears in their holding on to their 9th or 10th heart that they've had implanted in their body, trying to hold desperately on to some sort of familiarity. You are above this. You do not need the miracle things to hold you on to this world forever. You are beyond that. You are aware of the preparation chamber that is here now. You are ready to prepare your exaltation, your launch pad now. You see the darkness beyond the stars, and you can now consider it yours. My divinity into yours. Until next time, blessings, and take care.
Hey, folks, we're back. Awesome to have everybody. Thank you for tuning in. If you would like to get your cards read and make a donation of any amount, happy to read for you. Hello, Jess. Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. See a 3 of Swords, sorrow, pain, something in your life that Spirit is trying to help you work through. There's also, however, the 6 of Pentacles, success. It seems that there's something that you're frustrated by that you wish was different, but however, I wouldn't call it compensation. It's not that your life is dry. It's just that your life is thriving in one way where it is not thriving in the other. Spirit is calling you to commit to your works, your projects, and to see how enlightenment is near. Enlightenment is near from following your path and from being true to your path. For being on this unique path, you are able to have access to things that you would not have had access to otherwise. Have faith in the process and trust in what is being slowly revealed for you at this time. We'll do a 5-card elemental reading. Within the area of soul and spirit, you see the Queen of Swords, authority, power, direction. Spirit is helping you to stay strong and to stay wise and to stay on top of a certain game and situation. Within the area of your fire and your passions, I see the Queen of Discs holding tightly to this new authority, this new place within life. The area of your earth and your works, I see the Fool being brave enough to take a leap of faith, to trust in yourself, to believe in the instincts that are with you, the energy that is within your mind. I see the King of Discs, continuous works and efforts, believing in yourself. Next, in the area of your water, in your heart, I see the Lover's card. You are preoccupied, consumed with being able to achieve in the material world. And so it puts a lot of weight and a lot of pressure on your heart. You are ready for a brave new start as far as works. Within your soul and spirit, you are working very hard to protect your energy. At the bottom of the deck, you are the Emperor, looking to go forward and build your world, build your reality. Requires quick, decisive decision making, wholehearted commitment, trust and belief in the process. For everybody here, see rejoice in celebration. Life is giving you things that are worth celebrating. A new wave of abundance, opportunities, things and worlds to experience. Spirit is helping you to be able to raise the cup, to be able to see that life is filled with vitality and new excitement. I see that prosperity begins. Life is worth celebrating because new things are coming into your life that are golden. Quite amazing. And so a transformation is undergoing. What motivates you, what moves you is a completely different system. You see the ripeness of the moment, you see the opportunity that is here, and you're ready to strive towards it. You're ready to go make it yours. You want to see it happen. You want to see it come into the right light, under the right way. So, Spirit is telling you to prepare for the best, to be ready, to know that what you are able to achieve and do is real. So, believe in yourself, believe in where you're going. Know that the opportunity you're looking at is ripe and it's filled with potential abundance. Blessings, friends. I hope this has served you well. XYZZY369, Keys to the Universe. Thank you for joining the Bard Circle and participating in the light work that is to be shared. It is a beautiful evening. A lot has been done. Reminder for all, to release is to receive. That energetically, new things cannot come in until the old things were let go of. Let go of the old things so that the new things can come in, so that you can begin to feel more powerful, so you can begin to feel your energy be more potent. Spirit is trying to help your energy to be able to reach out with that strong arm, be able to get what you're looking for. I see the world, the universe. Spirit is calling you to leave behind an old chapter of your life that no longer fits. You're seeing that something no longer adds up to what it was meant to be. And so you're removing yourself from that situation. You no longer see it as adequate or worthwhile. You see what's important in life as stepping back away from the old systems. I see that destiny has found you clearly, fully. The gaze of eternity has struck you and has given you purpose. And so now you have one absolute purpose and one absolute truth. Spirit is working hard to unravel it for you. You have just begun to peel back the fabrics. You've just begun to make room for the new situation. Next, I see the Hermit going deep within, focusing on your inner light, your personal truth, being able to match that vibration to be able to achieve and assume what it is that you really desire. Stay focused. Set your wheels of intention forward into the future. Spirit is going to help you to be able to change. It's going to help you to be able to take on life with new sense of sight, purpose, and direction. There's this new flow of energy with you at this time. Believe in yourself. Know that you are capable, and the universe will help to deliver you towards these joys. Continue to believe and to have faith. Know that the best of things are yet to come. The music of life is prepared to play on. It is grateful to have such a beautiful circle coming around it. Thank you for the love and the gratitude. Hello, Humail. Humail Henrique, thank you for joining us. Change is inevitable. The way that your soul feels about life is undergoing drastic transformation. You have seen the signs, but yet you no longer relate because the old you is no longer here. As you begin to lose the worry, you begin to reanimate on the other side with a certain type of strength, with a certain level of awareness and determination. The spirit is helping you to feel bright, strong, capable. It's helping you to be able to get into your nuanced sense of abundance. Spirit is saying that you're going to be able to master a new sense of balance in your life. You're going to be able to hold all the spinning plates and you're going to be able to make it work. Next, last, I see the Prince of Wands, striving towards victory, opportunity, striving towards a dream, having a vision and holding to it. Something has awoken that has helped you to focus. Competing interests, tugging at your heart. Spirit would like to help bring this new sense of enlightenment to be able to find your way through to the other side. God's Black Panther, gods be praised to you. Thank you for coming through. Grateful for the appreciation and the thanks. We now offer private sessions through Hipsy. So you can drop in for our phone and video call time sessions, or you can book ahead of time. Both options are available. I will always be available during the listed times that you can see at hipsy.com/seldomdreams. For absolutely everybody here, I see a Three of Cups, abundance, options, and choices. Finding and feeling this world of new and exciting light to be coming through, feeling that great sense of prosperity and determination. Next, I see the Ten of Wands. There's abundance, there's options, there's choices, but there's also responsibility. You feel that there's a whole world to go after, but limited time. You're leaving behind an old environment, an old reality that no longer sits true with you. Spirit is helping you to recognize the release of an old reality. That's helping you to be able to get onto that new timeline, to get into that new energy, and to get into that new place. Recognize that an old system, an old mode, an old world is falling apart, and a new version of you is arising. That a new world of abundance is opening up. You realize that there's something that you cannot hold on to forever. Spirit is helping you to create that necessary separation. You need to create that separation so you can strive towards what it is that you truly want. Blessings to you, friends. My divinity is yours. Thank you so much for tuning in. One of the easiest ways to pay to get a reading is to just get one through Hipsy, because Hipsy allows you to check out just like a website. So if you don't want to hook up all the apps or anything like that, that would be the easiest way to go without needing an app. Blessings, Humail. Is there any specific message? Let's see what comes through. Message for Humay. For Humay, I see the Four of Wands. Strong reputation, energy. Spirit is saying that pay attention to how you influence people and how you change people and how all that energy is being directed towards you. You're getting a lot of positive energy, but also resentful energy. You've done a lot of work to build up your energy in your sphere, and there are some people who would like to throw rocks at it. They're spiteful. Now I also see the Six of Wands. Continued victories are just, they're putting a target on your back. They're making it so people are feeling triggered just because you're around. And so you have to really start to think here. If this is becoming such an issue, perhaps you've just outgrown and out leveled up a lot of the people around you. And it might just be that time to move on. Humail Henrique, I hope this reading has served you well. Thank you. God's be praised, friend. I hope this has served you well. Friends, if you'd like to get your cards read, make a donation of any amount. I'm happy to read for you. Princess of Pentacles for everybody here. Materialization of earthly desires. Advancement of some form coming up in your life. Getting you closer to a dream or a goal. I also see the Queen of Pentacles. There's somebody who is the gatekeeper of a lot of resource, and I'm sensing your ability to collaborate with them is going to help you to win. You have to address where things have not worked. You have to focus on the opportunities that are ripe. Someone is trying to show you a better way, and it's telling you to recognize where you have failed and now where it's time to embrace change. Spirit would love to see you pivot. It would love to see you take on a new dynamic, a new way of doing things. It wants to see you be able to level up continuously. You need to recognize where a wall is a wall and then see where destiny clearly awaits. Spirit has helped you to be able to build up to this point, to be strong onto yourself, to have faith in the process. Spirit is helping you to have faith in the process, is helping give you reassurance that you are going to be able to arrive where you seek. Believe that where you are aiming is where you are going to land. Spirit has invested a lot to help get you to where you stand. It's going to help you feel ambitious. It's going to help you to be able to strive towards goals and obtainment. Spirit is helping you to see the better way, the higher way. You are now seeing that great gifts come as you are assuming a greater path. As you're willing to collaborate with more people, you're able to get more stuff done. Friends, check out our new Hipsy page, hipsy.com/seldomdreams. That is where all of our services are at. There's also a new type of service available called instant sessions. It's the ability of being able to have a private phone, video call, or texting session, but no appointment is required. So on the times I'm listed, if I'm available, I'm available. You could pop right in for an instant session. There's also scheduling available, great rates for the more time that you're invested, and pre-recorded readings available as well over at hipsy.com/seldomdreams. It's been fun doing the lives. Thanks for being around for 'em. I'm wearing a hat. You can't even see my hair. What are you talking about? Thank you, Jess. Very kind. For everybody, there's obstacles and challenges. Being willing to clear this one, being willing to take that leap of faith, to take that chance. See passion ignited, fire is filled to the brim. And then I see movement, choices, and decisions. Something has been presented for you. You have a decision to make. What is the biggest priority? What do you want to go pursue? Now's the time to ask yourself these big questions. See what you care about the most. Spirit says prosperity is about to begin. That's up to you, however, to decide where it is that you want to be investing in. It has been an honor to be able to read for you all today, friends. My divinity, it's yours. Getting to the wee hours of the morning over here. So I'm going to tune out. Look forward to seeing you soon. And tomorrow, or I should say, for some of you, it's tonight. We will be available for those instant sessions over on Hipsy. So whether you have an appointment or not, pay by minute, as much time as you feel you need to be able to tune in, get a phone call, get a chat. My divinity, it's yours. Until next time.